Hey guys, this is Ed from Mission EdPossiHAUL. Welcome back to EdPossiHAUL, where I go through all the retro goodies that I've been getting lately. Let's get into it. So, this week, I got a whole lot of Intellivision games. This one garage sale had a ton of different retro systems, and I pretty much bought all of his stuff. What's interesting to me is never having an Intellivision as a kid. I had friends that had them, so I'd play them over at their houses and stuff. And it was always interesting because the graphics were superior to the 2600 in a lot of ways. It wasn't, I don't think it was as popular as the 2600, but what's interesting to me is that there's some third-party titles in here that were not out for other systems. For example, some of the Imagine games. So like Microsurgeon, I don't know if that was out for 2600. I'd never seen it before. Demon Attack, of course. Atlantis, obviously was on the 2600 as well. This is another one. Dracula. I am actually very interested to see this because I had never heard of it before. So I had kind of assumed that most of the games that were out for the 2600 were also out for the other systems. But that's just not the case. We have things like Kool-Aid Man, Snafu, and a few different ones. And some of these have a different label, like B-17 Bomber. This one, I believe, uses the voice synthesis. So all in all, this is a pretty good haul of games here. Also, got a couple of Intellivisions too. So this is Intellivision 2. For some reason they taped this down. I guess that's because the controllers kept popping out. That was one of the things. It was kind of neat that the controllers had a place to go, except when this got a little coiled up and it didn't want to sit nice and even, and they tend to come out. Got an Intellivision 1, the original Intellivision. So this has a similar kind of deal where the cables go inside, but a lot of times this is what happens. The controllers don't like to sit nice and flat unless you really mess with it. And that's one of those cases. It would have been really nice had they put like slots in there or something so we could lock it in place. But very cool system as far as, definitely contemporary with the 2600 because it has the nice wood grain, of course, 70s style. And also the cord. It's kind of interesting. So the cord is stuck in there and you can pull it out and it actually like winds in there apparently. I don't remember exactly how that works, but I don't know if you just shove the cable in there, but that's kind of interesting. Then we have the Intellivision System Changer. So this is actually a 2600 in a Intellivision case that attaches to the Intellivision. So you could actually play 2600 games on your Intellivision. So this was a very common thing because the 2600 was so ubiquitous. All of the other systems also wanted to play 2600 games. So the Intellivision had a way to do it. The ColecoVision did as well. So it's just kind of an interesting thing. Something that we don't see today. It'd be really weird being able to play a PS4 game on your Xbox or something. The aforementioned voice synthesis module. So there were a few games like that B-17 Bomber that actually sound kind of cool with the voice synthesis. It's not your typical normal voice synthesis from that era. They actually, for whatever reason, like that one had like an accent when they would talk and stuff, which is kind of neat. The first time I heard it, I was like, whoa, that's weird. Got a whole lot of manuals. Manuals are kind of one of those things that most people kind of let them just, go wherever, and you rarely see manuals along with your cartridges. A lot of times you get bulk cartridges, but not bulk manuals. And in this case, I got bulk manuals. So I'm very happy about that. There's some in here that I didn't get the games for, but like Beauty and the Beast, never heard of it. There's a lot of manuals in here. A lot of catalogs and television catalogs and stuff like that, which is always kind of neat to me. I always like to include those as well, to get it as close to the original as possible. Unfortunately, no boxes. Boxes were always one of those things that people didn't keep, and they would usually get destroyed anyway. So it's rare to see boxes these days. So this guy also had some arcade marquees. I saw these and I was immediately drawn to them just because these are just so cool. Not only if you're trying to restore an arcade machine and you want the original marquee, or just to have as wall art. I mean, who wouldn't want to have this hanging on their wall? I don't know what I'm going to do with these, if I'm going to sell them or if I'm going to actually keep them and put them up on my wall, but they're just very cool. I can't deny that. And these definitely look original. They're not repros or anything. You can actually see a lot of the Lexan or whatever you can see through in a lot of ways, but I think he hung them up as well because a lot of these have Velcro on the back. But yeah, pretty neat. This one's mega thick, so this one's hard to bend. But in any case, that's all I have for this week, and hopefully to see you in the next video. Thanks.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button. If you'd like to see more of this kind of content, be sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. I post new videos all the time and I wouldn't want you to miss any. If you'd like to see more of this series, be sure to click up here. And if you'd like to see something else, be sure to click up here.